So Kay feels like she's housing a fugitive every time she thinks about Tracy living in her house. She really has a big worry about, because of the fact that Tracy did steal, from her card and swiping her card and everything like that without her permission. She kind of has a phobia about Tracy being in the house, and everybody pretty much feels like, well, if you feel that type of way, then put the bitch out. But it's really not that easy to it's really easier said than done, especially when this is involving someone that you've known for years. Like, you really want to see the best in them and the good in them, but every time you think about what the fuck they did, it's going to be harder for you to just let the shit go. And I really do believe that that's where K. Michelle is at, and I actually have a story like that to tell, but I'm going to tell it later on this week. So, I ain't trying to be on no Forest Rocks, non-stop November, because I know I ain't got the patience for it. But I'm going to try to get y'all a video every day except for the weekend. The weekends are my days off with these videos, but whatever. But yeah, get back to what I was saying. But I think that's where she's at with Tracy. And honestly, y'all, I actually like Tracy. Out of all of her friends on the show, besides Jonathan, I really do like Tracy. I'm very indifferent to Nima, but I just don't like Paris at all. Like, I'm not feeling her at all. I don't think the show is doing her any justice. From the shit that I've seen of her on social media, I like because she was pretty funny. But on the show, she does too much for me, and I'm just not feeling her right now. She also discussed with Jonathan that Chase is coming to New York for her birthday to spend some time with her. And as a fan, I've already known about her son Chase since the beginning. But people have always wondered what her son was. When she was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she never talked about a son, never put a son on the show. But now we finally get to meet her son Chase. So Kay confronts Tracy and Nima because she's getting annoyed by them. She's waking up to them talking and making loud noises with blenders and everything like that. She confronts them and she says she feels like there's some ground rules that need to be made. Nima decides to say, well, what if she gets a man and eventually, she wants to have a guy over, and Kay Michelle said, hell no, better take that shit to the Motel 6. Then she says that, but what if I might eventually want to have sex? She said that she doesn't want any extra juices in her house. And I understand that. Like, bitch, I got you living in my house rent free. I only let you stay here for a while to lay your head on my pillow, not for you to lay your head, your man head, and have your legs in the air with him in between them. In between the sheets. I didn't sign up for that shit, so I don't need you to be bringing niggas in the house fucking them. Like, I didn't ask you, I didn't need all that, and I don't want all that in my house. So I feel what Kay coming from with that shit, honestly, I really do. So then her and Tracy talk, and Tracy kind of feels like that whole dog situation, that's not her dog, so she shouldn't be responsible for it. But you agreed to be responsible for it, and that's the least you could do after you already took my money, and I'm letting you stay in my house rent free even after you took my money. And you said that you were gonna dog sit, and that's what the fuck you need to be doing. But I do think that Kay's approach to the situation was a little bit rough around the edges, and it made her look like she was ordering her to take care of the dog. So it's just baby steps with this situation. But like I said it before, when someone does something like that to you, like stealing, you're going to always be hard on them, and you're going to always think about what the fuck they did, and it's going to be very, 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 very hard to just let that go. So Chase arrives alongside her mom, and I must say that Kay looks just like her mom. Her and her sister Shayla and Chase, they are all look like, you can tell that they're family. And I must say that Chase got a big ass mouth. He is just like his mama. And it was really, really funny when Kay and Chase were playing basketball, and Kay was winning, and he made the joke of saying all the little basketball boyfriends you got must have paid off. And she threw the ball at him after he said it. It was so funny. And then they went bowling. No, when they was in the car together, he was doing he was mimicking Drake, he was mimicking Rick Ross, and then he started mimicking Kay, and Kay was like, I don't act like that. And then he was like, yes you do. He had his mama down the fuck pack. And I must say that when he grow up, he's gonna be a jokester just like his mama. Like, he got a big smart ass mouth just like his mama, and he got a big personality just like his mama. And I really enjoy watching him on the TV. Honestly, with K Michelle getting the second season, and they say that might be giving her an extra 30 minutes. So basically the show's going to be an hour for her second season, because they only had it 30 minutes because the VH1 was testing it out and see how well it was doing. And because the ratings are so good, they're going to give her a second season, and the show is going to be longer. And that's what I'm hoping for, because I really want to see more of Chase, because he had a really good personality on this show, and I loved every drop of what I seen with him on this show. When they went bowling, when they was in the car and everything, and it was really, really touching to see her relationship with Chase, because that's what people, you know what I'm saying? Like, another thing about this show that I've noticed is that the people that hated her on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, they see her on this show and they're opening up their hearts to see that she's not all about the drama. She's way more than the drama. She's a mother, she's a businesswoman, she's a good friend. People are actually starting to, you know, give her a chance after watching this show. So I think this show is really serving its purpose. And it was really touching to see her say goodbye to her mom and her son. They had that touching moment and they said goodbye. So Kay meets up with her life coach. And a lot of the things that he said to Kay is really true, because I see a lot of myself in Kay. We react the same way to a lot of different situations when it comes down to family, friends. We lash out at people. We wear our hearts on our sleeve. And it's just, it's not always the right way to be, but that's just the way it is for us. And a lot of the things that he said was that, you know, he said Kay is always right and everybody else was wrong. And sometimes some of the people that we run into have not really wronged us, but in our mind we felt that way, and that's why we reacted that way. And Kay came to the realization that she wasn't mature enough to forgive. And that's really big when you see for yourself that you're not that mature to forgive somebody. Because I knew that I wasn't mature enough to forgive my own father. Like I said in my Love and Hip Hop Hollywood video earlier, that I wasn't mature enough to forgive my father for what the fuck he put, you know, not for what he put me through, but for him not being in my life like that. And I held him accountable for that. But as a man, I grew balls and I grew some maturity. And I realized that life is too short to be mad at somebody for something that happened in the past. You eventually got to forgive people if you really want to make it in life. So Kay had a birthday party. Nima, Jonathan, and Paris came together for it. They had a very good time. They had the cake. They had the K-Man Shell doing the drag show with him singing Can't Raise a Man. Tracy came. They all said their speeches and everything like that. And you could tell that Kay and Tracy are really friends. They've been friends since high school, which brings me to the very last scene of the show, when Kay and Tracy were talking about forgiving. And Kay is having a hard time forgiving her for what she did, which is understandable. Anytime you've been friends with somebody since high school and they steal from you, that's going to be a hard pill to swallow, and shit just happens. So I get it, but I don't think that Kay should be too hard on her. She made one mistake, and I do think that she should just try her hardest to let her make it and just forgive her and try to get past it. That's the most that she could do for it. Like, give her a chance to prove to you that she loves you and that she really wants to make the shit work out. But you know what I'm saying, when somebody steals from you and do something like that, that's going to be a hard pill to swallow, and it's hard to forgive. So with that being said, y'all, this is my review on K Michelle My Life. All my social media network information is at the bottom. Make sure you leave comments and share, like, rate, subscribe, and tell everybody else that you know to subscribe. And I'll be back soon for my Bad Girls Club redemption video. And I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.